of silence.
Today the song was Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne.
Now over to admin.
Good morning, Chaparral. I'm here with Officer Lyons to sort of talk about some of the things that happened yesterday, maybe answer a couple of questions, and let you guys know what's available for help at school today. This light's really giving me like a Halloween vibe here. So, good morning. So as you've probably seen in the news and communication from us, the lockdown yesterday was a hoax. The campus was never actually in danger, but as you know, we have to take things extremely seriously, especially when a threat like that comes across. We don't know if it's true or not, and it turned out that yesterday's was not true. And as always, safety of staff and students is our first priority. So first of all, that means an immediate and I think overwhelming response from the police. Police were here within seconds of the call, and we had a large number of police on campus to help search the area and make sure everything was safe, and that's a good thing. Second, that means we need everyone to remain calm, quiet, and well behaved. So I was a little bit disappointed to hear about some of the disruptions that were going on in class during either the lockdown or the shelter in place process. We simply can't let that happen. And if we do have reports of students not behaving during emergency situations, those will be dealt with swiftly and severely. And finally, during a lockdown, you just have to stay off your cell phones. I know there's an urgent want and need to try and communicate with people and let them know that you're okay. But during the process of the lockdown and the sweep of campus and making sure everything's safe, we got to make sure that no one is communicating with the outside. Once we go into a shelter in place situation, it becomes a little bit different. So if teachers give you permission to get on your phone real quick and contact parents or whatever, that's fine. But during the lockdown, we do need you to be patient as we work through the situation to make sure everything's safe. With that in mind, I want to give a big thank you to everyone. All accounts were that everything went pretty much as smoothly as possible, and credit to our teachers and staff for remaining calm and cooperative during an emotional situation. Lockdowns like yesterday can cause a lot of stress. So having our adults on campus who are providing that calm atmosphere is a huge help to us and to law enforcement. Speaking of stress, we do have additional staff. Well, we do have staff on campus today to help anyone who's struggling, whether it's students or staff. If you're having trouble paying attention in class, or you have some things you just want to talk about with a trusted adult, we have guidance counselors and a social worker and a school psychologist available to help anyone who might need that sort of thing. So teachers, if you notice anybody struggling, please feel free to give them a pass to come to the office and we can help you out. The rumor mill. So these days rumors get started quickly with social media and they spread quickly. And once it's out there, it's not coming back. And sometimes that leads to dozens or hundreds of people spreading false information. And a couple of things were spreading yesterday that caused a little bit of a problem for us. So I want to give you guys a strong reminder to please not share threats or inappropriate posts or anything like that, especially during an emergency or near an emergency. Sometimes that can take resources away from the emergency that are needed there, and sometimes, most of the time, they're just false. So instead of resharing things, report things. Report to Officer Lyons or report to the school what you're seeing or hearing so that we can investigate and see if it's true or not. If you start spreading it around, it just creates more rumors, and they're harder to quell. Last thing I want to address, during the lockdown yesterday, one of our staff members did require assistance of medical services. That staff member was transported to the hospital and then subsequently was allowed to go home last night. So that staff member is doing relatively okay. We have to be careful about what we share regarding medical situations with staff members and students. So I just want you to help me out by not spreading any rumors related to that occurrence, and please give that staff member their own choice about how much they want to share and when they want to share it. So again, thank you for your cooperation. All things considered, I think it went pretty well for a horrible situation. I'm sorry that our students and staff had to experience that situation yesterday. We never like it. And for some people, it does take some time to recover. So please know that we are here to help you if you need it. I do hope you have a wonderful day. Don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need it. Officer Lyons, is there anything you'd like to share?
Yes, I just want to kind of piggyback on the cell phone thing. Yesterday, obviously, when that alarm goes off, everybody starts texting their family saying we're in lockdown or speculating as to what's actually happening. And then we have, hundreds of parents calling 911 or calling Scottsdale Police to report the issue, and that overwhelms our systems, where we have hundreds of phones backed up, where even us as officers can't get a hold of our dispatch because we have hundreds of parents and students and different people calling 911 to report the lockdown. When in reality, we within 5 minutes we had 40 officers on campus to address the issue. So please take these things seriously. Stay off your phones. And if you are going to text, just say, we're in lockdown, I'll update you. Don't show up, don't anything like that, because we don't want hundreds of cars showing up into the front office where we can't get police cars through. The streets around here, you guys all know it's hectic enough with just normal traffic. But when we have all these emergency services responding and hundreds of parents responding, these streets are small, they get backed up, and it makes it hard for us as law enforcement and the fire department to be able to get through that traffic. So please take these things seriously. And if you were one of the students that got picked up by your parents yesterday, please thank your parents. They were all very respectful and very orderly coming in to sign you guys out. So please extend my thanks to them for staying calm and being respectful to our office staff and keeping everything very orderly. And other than that, thank you all for taking it seriously. And hopefully we never have to deal with one of these ever again. So please remember, if you see something, report it, don't repost it.
One last thing, we do have to do an evacuation drill once per month, and I believe we still have to get one done in September. So if you do hear the fire alarm going off, more than likely it's an evacuation drill, and the protocol obviously is to all gather with your second period teacher on the football field. So this is a good opportunity for second period teachers to remind your students what location you are supposed to be in on the football field. That will have to take place before October 1st. That's all for us today. Back to the anchors.
Interested in playing girls soccer? Come to the informational meeting Monday, September 30th at 12:50 during lunch in Coach Carlson's room E206.
And now over to a guest.
Hey Shoptown, we're here today with Stigo. We just wanted to remind you of some events coming up. So tomorrow is our parade, assembly, and then our football game. So with all those events, we definitely want you guys to show up with all your school spirit. So our spirit day tomorrow is our class colors. So freshmen show up in yellow, sophomores in white, juniors in red, and seniors in black.
And if you signed up for the homecoming parade, make sure to check your email. There's a lot of information sent out. And if you are participating in the homecoming parade tomorrow, you are excused from class at 8:50. So right when that happens, report down to the parking lot by the auditorium and the baseball.
And also today is one of our last announcements to buy homecoming tickets. You can either buy them with $45 cash in the bookstore or on TouchBase.
Now back to the anchors.
There will be no Firebird Word tomorrow.
Now over to a guest.
What's up, guys? We're Shap Outdoors. We have a meeting tomorrow at lunch in D210.
Next week we're going to the lake, so if you want to find out more, get some information, or just meet some new people, you should come out to the meeting tomorrow at lunch.
The lake day is Thursday next week.
Be there. Now back to the anchors.
All interested softball players, there will be an open field today on the varsity field from 2:45 to 4:15. No experience necessary. If you have any questions, please speak to Coach Apt.
Now over to a guest.
Hey guys, it's Chap, CEC.
Hey guys, this is Civil Engineering Club, and we're excited to announce that we're having our first field trip next Wednesday after school. It's going to be to a civil engineering firm where they're going to give us a tour around the office to learn about the workspace, and they're also going to give us a presentation. So just go follow us on Instagram and make sure to let us know.
So we're going to meet in Mr. G's room, G153. Transportation will also be provided, so all you have to do is just show up and be ready.
Follow us on Instagram at shop.cee for our Google Classroom and more information to come. Spots are limited.
Now back to the anchors.
More colleges will be visiting to finish the month of September.
Today, the United States Marines will be in the cafeteria during lunch. Friday, Scottsdale Community College at 10 and Davidson College at 11.
And now over to a guest.
Yo, what it do, Shap crew?
We have it's
free healthcare club here today.
We have a meeting today in Mr. Sandy's room in F120 with Officer Lights and Rocket, and there will be donuts there.
Officer Lyons will be talking about the more medical side of what he needs to be certified in and stuff, and Rocket will possibly be there, so come by if you want to see and talk to them. And donuts are first come, first serve, so show up. Now back to the anchors.
Now over to admin.
Good morning, Shaptown. Hey, today we have badminton at 4 o'clock in the Ox Gym. We also have a swim today at Cactus Pool at 4 o'clock. But the big event tonight, once again, as a reminder, is at 6 o'clock we have flag football out on the football field. Once again, this game is televised, so Birdcage, come out and cheer and be really loud. Everybody come out and support girls flag football today, 6 o'clock on the football field. Once again, it's televised. We need everybody out there and show the whole state our Shap spirit. So go Birds. Now back to the anchors.
And that's it for Firebird Word. Remember, SHAP stands for compassion, honesty, agility, and perseverance. I'm Skylar.
And I'm Cole Patel.
Stay classy, Chaparral.